My godfather is Chuck Schumer. My aunt is Nancy Pelosi. My cousin is Monica Lewinsky. Dome game crazy. She's got that Three Stooges dome game.
Okay, let's get into Crypto Corner. We have to get started here. Did you hear about the mayor of New York City?
Hey, I got something for Crypto Corner real quick.
It's like
No, let me say it. Let me say it.
Apple shares were just getting hammered this morning. Every day they're pounding it. I'm not fucking leaving. Surprise.
Let's go. I know I keep doing that. Do you know where that's from?
Nope.
It's from TikTok.
Dude, you know what time I've had stuck in my head for truly a week?
What?
Is a vibe.
I haven't heard that one. Is that?
I literally played it for you last week before the show.
Really? How does it go? It's a vibe.
It's the fucking Willow Smith song.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't listen to Willow Smith.
But I played it for you.
Yeah, well, I don't remember a lot of things because I got a lot of brain worms.
Yeah, you do.
I didn't want to download TikTok, and I finally did months ago, but I didn't use it. And then I finally, over the last couple weeks, have been using it. I fully understand that the addiction that people have.
Oh, it's like flipping channels on crack.
And the fact that everybody has an HD camera, everything looks good, and the algorithm sure knows how to show you the real freaks out there.
Yeah, I find I get way more attracted to stuff I hate than that I like. So mine it's just me going, fuck this person. I fucking hate this.
What are these people doing that you hate?
They're just so
much?
annoying. There's this. I'm not gonna trash any. Good job, everyone.
Good job, everyone on TikTok. Man, this is what, episode 7?
Wait, but you're a TikTok Blue guy now, aren't you?
No, Twitter Blue.
Twitter Blue.
I downloaded. I signed up for Twitter Blue. Yeah, Twitter Blue just came out, and it's $3 whole a month, and it's pretty killer. I like it so far.
Why?
Because I actually haven't got. I'm able to change it from blue, the icon.
Yeah,
you could change it from whatever color you want to whatever color you want.
You're paying to change the icon.
$3.
Yeah,
it's worth $3.
That's not.
I changed mine to purple, and the scheme is purple too. But you can edit tweets. You can make 10-minute videos.
You can edit them after you send them.
It's kind of a weird workaround. It's like you post the tweet and then it shows it pending, and there's a little clock bar thing that.
It's like when you send an email on Gmail.
Yeah, and it says, "Are you sure about this? Do you really want to call your boss a bag of balls?"
I don't know if that's worth $3 either. I don't know if any.
It's worth $3. It's cool. Sometimes I'm too quick.
You can just delete the tweet and resend it.
Yeah, but that's a fool's errand.
Why?
Because you're not getting a premium. Can you change the icon when you do that?
Who cares?
Can you change it to purple?
The only thing I thought was a good idea was that I thought was worth it was that they said the
subscription thing,
to the
media subscriptions.
Yeah, to the publications.
It's a great idea,
but it's not. Do you know what it is? Okay, well, what I thought it was I thought all those publications were now going to not be paywalled, but they're still paywalled.
They are?
Yeah, it doesn't help you get past any paywall. All it does is give you ad-free articles.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I might have to consider.
That's the only, I was like, oh shit, you get to read all these things. Like $3 a month is pretty good.
Yeah. I wish they would let me do it piecemeal. I don't want to go through the paywall. Just give me this ad. Let me read this article. I'll pay $1, sir. I will pay $1 whole dollar. Yeah, that's a fair price.
How many articles are you reading a month?
I don't know, 20 and 20 or something. Leave us a comment. Oh yeah, we check the disclaimer in the description box before we get started. You're definitely gonna want to read that disclaimer because we don't know what we're talking about, but we do, but also don't sue us. But you can follow us on TikTok at Trillionaire Pod. We're gonna start posting there more often. I'm gonna try to start. We are going to try to start doing.
Oh yeah, we
daily...
got some fun things planned.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be one of those creators you hate when you scroll by.
No, we're not gonna be one of the ones.
We might be.
Neil absolutely despises.
Yeah, but was she like?
What's going on out here?
Hey, can you guys be quiet?
We have.
What is this guy?
No way.
What is this?
Did she let you write?
We were gonna have.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Okay.
And he didn't even know her? And he fucking just busted in her, dude.
Ew, dude. What?
That is fucking insane, dude.
Easy.
All right, well, I'm here right now. Give me a 8-ball, some cat. Do you want anything? He's got Fent too, if you like that. If you fuck with that shit. All right, probably not. They don't seem like they want anything. All right, Dad. Okay, love you. Bye.
That was your dad?
Well, if it isn't two of the stinkiest, ew, squirmiest.
Whoa!
Don't touch
little worms I've ever seen.
Hello.
It's me, William. I called you guys last
William.
week.
Oh, that's.
I knew your voice.
I knew we were gonna have like a
Yeah.
special guest today, but I didn't think it would be you. of
Well,
all
the
people
thing is
coming
with
in.
the Stanford man, we're not allowed. The code of conduct means you can't rescind an invitation somewhere. So the school sent me here to sort of see how the sausage is made.
Stanford sent you here.
Stanford sent me here.
Okay.
And I got to admit, between a Guinea and a Jew, this sausage stinks.
Oh my-
You know what I mean? You need some Protestant sausage up in this building.
I thought they were. I thought they were
Yeah.
breeding gentlemen up in Stanford. You're quite the.
They
You
are.
got
That's
quite the
Harvard.
mouth on you.
What's your name, buddy?
Ben.
Like the clock?
Yeah. Look.
Ben? Like
Yeah.
the clock? What's your name?
I'm Emil.
Handsome guy.
Hey, thanks, Val. Come on, William. Take it easy.
So you're the guy who sent the threatening voicemail.
What are you doing
to
here?
Emil.
It wasn't threatening. Listen, you worms
You
came
keep
out of
calling
no
us worms.
Yeah, because you're coming at us. Stanford's been doing this for years.
It's a
You guys have
bit.
7 episodes and you're coming at us?
It's a little joke. We're having
Yeah,
a little
we're
fun.
having. Yeah, but you're
You
here
guys
now.
are taking this too far.
Keep in mind, you're a guest. You are
Okay.
on. So
Yeah, you invited me. Like a vampire, I'm here. I have to be invited to come in.
Okay.
My name is William Prison, and I go to Stanford University, 2007-2000 question mark.
Oh,
started there in 2007.
Yeah, been there 14 years.
Wow.
Usually, I think it's a 2-year program.
Yeah, usually 2 to 4. At
Yeah,
max.
but I'm just racking up credits, dude.
Oh, okay. You're getting the super MBA.
20 credits a semester, 14 years. That's 560. We're looking at 1K. We're going to go all the way to the top of the pop. So I basically know everything there is to know about business. I got it ins and outs, and I'm not happy to be here, but I'm here.
Okay.
Can you? What do you want to give us a quick primer on what you know about business?
So gross refers to the total amount of quantity before deductibles or expenses, and also Ben.
Okay.
I'm gross.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
What else do we got?
Boy, this-
Supply and demand, more like Emil's demand of my dreams.
Wow. Okay. Where's this coming from,
And
William?
Ben supplies me with the nightmares.
oh man, is it the mustache?
Bull market.
Uh-huh.
More like I can't believe this guy's body. You guys saw the Instagram
Okay.
post. Unbelievable. And I can't bear the sight of your face.
Dang.
GME stocks, more like GIMME EMIL.
Give me a meal. Okay.
You got
I'm
it.
starting to come around on Stanford.
What else is there? Oh, just to round it on out, I wish Emil and I would have some SEC, and we could make some. Yeah, we would have SAC. Yeah, and make some gross domestic product. Together, we can make some gross domestic product. And as for pink sheet stocks, I have some pink sheets after he. Baby.
No.
What?
No.
That's gonna.
William.
I think we're gonna have to use the bleep feature for the very first time.
William. I think we're going to bleep a lot of this.
What? Were you
William.
stinky worms? I cannot share my knowledge.
William.
Centuries of knowledge
William.
from Stanford.
This is not that kind of show.
This is insane.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Thank you for
And-
having me.
Do you have anything else?
Well, I don't know. I just, I've
Wait. So you said you had to read some notes from Stanford. Stanford wanted you to say
Stanford
that stuff?
wanted you to
Stanford in
say-
conjunction with me. We worked together on it. I gave it a pass. I gave it a punch-up pass for sure.
I'm having a hard
I'm taking off my because I'm getting.
Don't.
Stop it.
It's not that kind
Stop
of show,
it.
William.
Be nice. How's everybody doing?
doing okay. How are you, sir?
Okay. I'm having fun.
So you want to? Do you want?
So what do you we got a show to do here.
Yeah, we have a whole
for
show.
For sure. Stanford secrets. I'm not telling you any of those yet. We'll hold on to
You
that.
said your last name was Prison.
Oh, Prison. Prison.
Prison, that's an interesting name.
Yeah. Well, basically, it's sort of a family name. I work with my father.
Uh-huh.
I don't work for him.
Okay.
There's a difference, okay? Don't come in here thinking I'm a Stanford guy. I got all these connections and all that sort of stuff. I don't.
Right. Okay. So what does the Prisson family do?
Do you know private prisons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God.
Thank you.
Oh, do you guys do private
Yeah.
prisons?
Oh, your last name is Prison.
Oh, yeah. But it's prison.
Oh, Prisson.
Oh, it's French.
Pay attention. What is wrong with you guys? Stanford prison, private prison.
Are you okay?
I'm in a new echelon where I'm very excited about this because I'm taking private prisons and I'm pivoting to tech.
You're pivoting. Like what? Is it like some kind of Minority Report situation where you're gonna like?
Wait, like the
Well,
prisoners
I
are
mean,
going to be making
what
microchips?
What do you like about tech? It's light, right?
Sure.
It's portable. There's a world of imagination at your fingertips, and it's even got a nostalgic factor.
Mm.
You know?
Is it kind of like you're gonna be like reporting stuff on Citizen and getting people?
I was
arrested?
imagining
No.
that he's going to be having prisoners making microchips
What?
to
Oh.
help with the supply chain.
Mike,
Yeah,
what are
yeah.
you guys talking
Tech.
about?
You
You said
Tech.
pivoting prisons.
Prisoner. We're taking private prisons, and the product is going to be tech.
Product.
They're making tech. Tech. World of imagination at your fingertips.
Cell phones.
Tech.
Yeah, so-
no, not cell phones.
Touch AR.
Tech.
What's going on?
You guys are dirty little libtards. You know about the freaking techs. The little skateboards. Tech.
Tech
Tech
decks?
decks?
Yeah, we're making the prisoners are going to make tech decks.
Jesus, William.
A little bit of a long walk.
How is that?
Little bit of a long walk. Little bit of a long walk. We got a non-fungible token at our school. His name's Long Walk. I'm just gonna, remember when you were in middle school and
Sure.
the teacher would be teaching class,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden the principal would come in and he'd be like, "I'm just gonna be a fly on the wall. Don't worry about me." And then he sits in the back of the class, and you have a totally normal class after that.
No, that sucked.
Well, that's what we're going to do today. I'm just going to be the little principal.
Oh.
I won't even be here. I just want to see how the sausage is made, how you two little worms crawled out of your little holes and made this little show.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
All right, good.
yeah. I
So
think
you'll
we'll
just
know
sit.
you're
You'll
here.
just sit here
I'll sit here and be quiet.
because I think we've learned everything that we need to know
Yeah.
about.
Quiet as a Protestant church.
I think our listeners would appreciate that too.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. We want to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's episode, Cameron Hughes Wine. Emil, what if you could get world-class wine at an affordable price delivered right to your door in the safety of your own home?
Okay, I love that. Cameron Hughes Wine has a unique business model, sourcing top-rated wines directly from the best wineries around the world, which is what I love, because you know me, I go to the liquor store, I'm in the wine section, I don't
You're
know
a
what
mess.
I'm doing. I'm a mess. I'm just looking for something that's not going to make me look like a cheapo. You know?
I don't know anything about
But
wine,
now,
period.
Cameron Hughes is just sending me wine directly to my house, sourced from the best wineries.
Takes all the hard work right out of it.
Exactly. I'm going to dinner parties, everyone's loving me.
Yeah. Luxury wines at affordable prices. Cameron Hughes Wine is your personal sommelier, insider, and wine buyer. Currently available in limited quantities. Lot 811 Lodi Zinfandel, a smooth, juicy old vine Zinfandel from a historic producer. The wine also just won a gold medal at the 2021
Gold medal.
a gold medal at the 2021 Denver International Wine Competition. At $13 a bottle, it's less than half of what you'd normally pay for this wine under its original label at the tasting room.
I love that. And great news! Today, Cameron Hughes is offering a deal exclusively to our listeners. 20% off and free shipping on 3 or more bottles.
Wow.
All you have to do is enter our code TRILL at checkout. Go to chwine.com today to get 20% off the already great prices and free shipping when you buy 3 or more bottles. Just enter our code TRILL at checkout. That's chwine.com with code TRILL for 20% off, 3 bottles or more plus free shipping. Great wine, great prices, delivered right to your door in the safety of your own home.
My godfather is Chuck Schumer. My aunt is Nancy Pelosi. My cousin is Monica Lewinsky. Dome game crazy. She's got that Three Stooges dome game. Nyuk, 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 nyuk.
Okay, let's get into Crypto Corner. We have to get started here. Did you hear about the mayor of New York City?
Hey, I got something for Crypto Corner
It's like-
real quick.
It's like the
No, let me say it. Let me say it.
trauma of what just happened. Is
You need a
finally-
private key to use Bitcoin? I wish I had a private key to his bedroom. You want to know why? So I could unplug his carbon monoxide detector.
William, back up.
I hate him.
Back up.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
that was a great joke. So he could come into my room to unplug my private my carbon monoxide detector.
The worst part is everyone who's watching. What's it say?
Put that away. Put that away. The worst part is what? What is the worst part?
That he wrote these down on his little notes app.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's compose ourselves. Eric Adams, the mayor-elect of New York City, is going to take his first few paychecks in Bitcoin. We got a video of it. It's pretty, it's something.
Yeah.
He clearly knows what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah. You can tell in the video. He knows exactly what he's doing. This is not going to be a mistake.
I have to ask you about a tweet that you sent out this week that you're going to take your first 3 paychecks in Bitcoin. Would you encourage businesses in New York City to accept Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency?
We're going to look at it and we're going to tread carefully. We're going to get it right. But there's something else that I wanted to send a signal. This city was the empire state. We made empires. Now we are destroying empires every day. This is the center of innovation, self-driving cars, drone development, cybersecurity, life sciences. And so when I talked about blockchain and Bitcoins, young people on the street stopped and asked me, what is that?
Can you
What is it
explain in
about?
30
We need to
seconds what it
inspire
is
the
for
energy
people who don't
again.
know? Can you tell viewers
Well-
who aren't really sure what Bitcoin is?
Even experts will have a challenge doing that. It is the cryptocurrency. It's a new way of paying for goods and services throughout the entire globe.
Politician pandering, just nonsense.
Yeah.
Not that I disagree with what he's saying, but he clearly doesn't know anything about.
Oh, every time someone asks me something I don't know, I'm just going to laugh and go, the experts would have trouble explaining that one.
I like how he says that young people come up to him on the street and ask him what's Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Like, A, they know who he is, and B, why would he be the expert? Excuse me, sir, do you know what Bitcoin is?
The blonde looked.
No.
Didn't she?
Back
Didn't
up.
she look like she
William,
had a
back up.
Didn't he sound like Louis Armstrong too, though? He's got a nice voice.
Okay, sure.
It's kind of raspy like that.
We're going to bleep everything William said.
We have to bleep it. Matt Damon did a crypto ad for Crypto.com.
Yeah, it's just crazy how much it's crazy how much they're trying to get people in on this. We've been talking about them making it more mainstream
Yeah.
and getting more regular people to buy in and then see what happens, pump it up as much as we can. And now it's getting
a 60-second commercial that they aired.
and there's
Play the whole thing.
Play some of it.
History is filled with almosts, with those who almost adventured, who almost achieved, but ultimately, for them it proved to be too much.
That failure of an
There are
explorer.
others, the ones who embrace the moment
so you've got
and
Everest,
Climbing Everest.
commit. And in these moments of truth,
The Wright brothers.
these men and women,
inventing flight,
these mere mortals,
Two people
Falling in
kissing.
just
love.
like you and
maybe?
me, as they peer over the edge,
astronauts going to the moon.
they calm their minds and steel their nerves.
And the name is Satoshi on the astronauts thing.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Simple words that have been whispered by the intrepid since the time of the Romans. Fortune favors the brave.
Fortune favors the brave.
What's funniest to me about this is I never, and I'm pretty plugged in with all the crypto nerds on Twitter and whatnot, nobody ever mentions crypto.com. Nobody cares about it. I don't know what it does because I don't care to check it out.
I just like that you have Matt Damon basically calling you a pussy if you don't buy crypto.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what a lot of the crypto bros do, right?
Right.
Is they're like, you just got to stack sats, stack Satoshis, and just buy dollar cost average no matter what price. And I mean, they're the ones laughing all the way to the bank because they were right. They won. And I feel stupid because I could have been, a multimillionaire many times over at this point. But
With what you sold?
no, not even really. But like if I had paid attention when famously when I first read about Bitcoin, I was like, this is stupid. What do you think, William? Do you like Bitcoin? Just try to
I think
keep
if I
it.
cracked your head open, it would look like a smooth pink peanut. That's why you don't make any money. Because you have no wrinkles on your brain.
That's probably true.
You said you were going to be quiet.
Yeah.
He just asked me. I got invited again. Vampiric.
He's right. He is right.
The Asian chick looked hot.
William.
In the thing.
The astronaut?
In the thing we were watching. Yeah, Satoshi.
Ooh.
Stop it. Stop it. Be nice.
We're bleeping it.
What else do we got?
We had the
Infrastructure bill.
infrastructure.
Oh, I know. Pete Buttigieg is very happy about this one road that's getting a lot of funding. You know what?
Don't
road?
do it.
no,
No,
the
we
Yellow
don't.
Brick Road. The Yellow Brick Road.
Back up. You
Yeah,
can't talk.
just stay back. The infrastructure bill passed, which is a big deal. Marjorie Taylor Greene called it communism, which is
Well, wait. Before we get there, this is a big deal. There's a lot. Back up. We'll let you know when we want you to talk. There's a lot here. And we've actually talked about it on the show. It was initially coupled with the Build Back Better plan. They progressive Democrats tried to say they wouldn't pass one without the other, using it as leverage. That is dead. That leverage is dead now. We do not know what will happen with the Build Back Better plan. And so, some people are touting this as a huge victory, monumental, historical. Yeah, I can hear him crinkling the fucking stuff too. We're just gonna.
he's opening a Cliff Bar. Let's just let him eat it. It'll be something to put in his mouth.
But
It's dry. They're very dry. You want some water? You have water. Oh, you're gonna spit it in the cup? Okay, your water's empty. Jeez Louise. Okay, go on. He spit it in.
But so there's, they're going to be fixing, roads and bridges, expanding broadband access. There's climate stuff in here.
Because a lot of the country doesn't have broadband.
Right.
Which is wild. Because with all the stuff that they post on Facebook, you would think that the people in middle of America have like T3 connections.
Right.
You remember T3 connections? That was like cable internet before there was cable internet. You know what I'm talking about, do you?
It sounds familiar, but it was like...
It's stupid stuff.
He's a little older than me.
Yeah, I am.
Me
I'm
too,
older
William. We get it.
The Build Back Better thing is different from the infrastructure plan? I thought it was all the same
it's
thing.
two different bills. Everyone
okay.
They wanted it to be one bill. They wouldn't get it. And then they tried to say we have to pass both of them at the same time if you want them. I mean, it was a mess though. The Build Back Better started at like 10 trillion. They got it down to 6. And then they initially were like, okay, 3.5 trillion is the compromise. Not moving on that. Now it's down to like 1.75. And that was when they had leverage. Now, I don't know if it'll ever pass or...
But it is all communism.
Right. And so they're separate bills, but they both have climate policies in them. And so
Charging infrastructure, things like that. Yeah.
But it's odd. I actually think Build Back Better goes much further. Like they said with, the infrastructure bill, it's only going to amount to like a 1% decrease in carbon emissions or something like that. And
a fart in the wind.
But coupled with Build Back Better, it'll make a much larger dent. Depending on how pessimistic you are, none of it's going to make a dent. We'll all probably burn. But you could take consolation in the fact that we'll probably all kill each other before climate change is a fucking problem. And that
Marjorie Taylor Greene famously thinks that switching to EVs is a bad idea because it somehow gives China power over us.
Right.
Because she thinks that all the batteries are produced in China, even though that's not true. We had a link to it, but I don't know where it is. China's doing smarter things than us, though. Like our economy, since we shipped out all manufacturing in the 80s and the 70s, whenever.
Right.
Which you would love because it does better for daddy's margins in his portfolio.
Shareholder value.
But eventually it comes to bite us back in the butt, and that's what's happening now, right? Because like our economy is based on attention and shopping and entertainment. Like that's it.
Don't forget speculation.
And rampant speculation. Whereas like China's now, they've played the long game. They're like, okay, outsource all your manufacturing to us on the cheap. Now who holds all the cards?
Yeah, it seems like the narrative used to be that like the only problem was that we shipped out all these jobs, and so now there's all the good manufacturing jobs are gone. They've been shipped out to China, Mexico, wherever there's cheap labor.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank the sponsor of today's episode, Alto IRA. Do you have any investments outside of the stock market? Most of us don't, but many professional investors do. Now there's an easy way to invest like them. Alto Crypto IRA.
Ooh.
Yeah.
With Alto IRA, you can invest in crypto and trade it without tax headaches. That's right. No aspirin, ibuprofen, or acetaminophen
Good.
required.
I hate when I have to take
It's
that.
such a headache, these taxes. Alto IRA is the easy way to put crypto in an IRA. Seriously, it's a game changer. Create a free account in just a few minutes. Invest with as little as $10. No setup charges. Enjoy secure trading 24/7 through Alto's integration with Coinbase.
Wow. And check this out. There are 80 plus coins available, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Cardano, all of your favorites, and more. Plus traditional Roth and SEP IRA options. There are also multiple ways to fund your account. Make a cash contribution, transfer cash from an existing IRA, or roll over an old 401k.
How about that? Open an Alto Crypto IRA account with as little as $10. Just go to altoira.com/mindset. That's ALTOIRA.com/mindset. Start investing in cryptocurrency today. Go to altoira.com/mindset.
What?
Tap you in? I don't know if we want to do that with talking about China and Mexico right now.
Yeah, you say some wild shit.
Yeah, you say
William.
some really. Should we? Just be.
Let's-
Just please.
okay, but are you
please.
gonna be good?
Like, please be good. Please be good. Like,
He's nodding yes.
tap. Turn it
Okay.
down. You're at like. Okay.
Go for it.
I bought a used pair of Marjorie Taylor Greene's Lululemons on eBay for $6,000.
Turn off his mic. Turn off his mic. Turn off his mic.
Oh, a perfect woman should be twice as strong as her man and have a face that looks like a Halloween mask of a regular face. Let me see what you're packing down there. Let me see.
All right, you're tapped out, William.
Okay, we're tapping him back out.
I'll be back in a minute.
Well, I like this. I like this. We've now figured out a structure here where he sits in
Be
silence.
good.
No, you can't. That was horrible. You said, look,
Dirty Lulu.
This is what you get when you subscribe to the Stanford Business School podcast.
we're no
This is
great. We're no great. Back up.
Okay, you're tapped out. Yeah, okay, just
We're no-
sleep, rest. Is there a code word we can use? Don't.
How many of those do you have?
You already spit a piece into my water. Okay.
Okay.
Rivian IPO'd this week. It opened
Wait,
at
wait,
108.
wait.
What?
This guy's throwing us in the. Did we have any?
No, we had nothing else on China. China's China. Marjorie Taylor Greene is chaos.
You're throwing
It's
this whole
stupid.
thing off the rails. You know that.
That's okay. This is entertaining. Don't. Yeah, put it on the ground. No. Oh God. Okay. Spit. He's spitting his. Jesus.
Better now.
He's better now. He gets the sugar through his gums.
We'll tap you in.
Oh, and he has water. He actually has water. He doesn't need mine. Okay. Rivian IPO'd this week. $108. It opened up like 30-something, 40%
What did it
higher.
open at? What did it open at?
It opened at 108. But the IPO price was
Oh, right. What
it
was
was
the IPO
priced
price?
at like 75 a share. But because the demand was so high,
Wowzer.
everybody bid it up to 108. It hit a high of 120. I think today, as of this taping, it's at like 110. But it was sporting a $106 billion valuation on almost no revenues, like $1 million worth of revenues.
Oh yeah. Well, and this is so. I think it was the CEO of GM. She's talking about. I think her point was that they're.
Sorry, William just showed me something on his phone. He's trying to get us to break. It's not going to work.
But so the CEO of GM was talking about how these electric vehicle companies are overvalued.
No, he was saying that
No, right. Sorry.
She, the
William is
CEO.
throwing me all kinds of.
Yeah.
She was saying that these high valuations of electric vehicle companies, because it's not just Rivian. I think Lucid is valued extremely high too.
Tesla is famously $1 trillion company.
Which we've been talking about for weeks now. But she's saying this means that GM. I can't get it.
Is
right, is undervalued.
I'm close to peeing my pants.
He's driving
have
me
to let
crazy.
You know. This is chaos.
Don't stop.
I don't want to look. I don't want. No, I can't. So, yeah, she thinks that it means that GM is undervalued. To which I would retort, "Hey, maybe that means that Rivian is overvalued. You ever think of that? You ever
Right.
stop and think of that?
They are admitting that they're going to have trouble getting the shipments out that they've already committed to.
GM?
No, Rivian. I think has.
Rivian is like
Right. They've pushed it back for, I think it's quality control issues.
So a $106 billion company because Amazon ordered 100,000 vans.
Right. But also I think people are like, oh, this could be the next Tesla.
Yeah.
This is the future. Meanwhile, all of these other traditional car companies are making the move away from the internal combustion engine to electric vehicles.
Personally, I love that internal combustion. I feel it start up. My Volvo that just leaked out all its oil.
Did it leak out all of the
All of my oil leaked out. And I had to take it back to the guy in Glendale, who you're going to take me to after this, to get my car back. One of your seals.
Yeah, you know what won't leak oil? Your electric vehicle.
Yeah, it'll leak water, or the battery will catch fire. That was a big problem Tesla had.
Oh yeah, they're getting
early
locked
days.
in there. I think it's still happening. Remember those guys
Batteries
got
catching
locked.
fire?
Yeah, those guys got locked in their Tesla, and the fucking thing set on fire.
Wow.
I think they died.
Scary, spooky, scary stuff. I don't know if we want to tap you in.
This has nothing to do with anything.
It's not going to be like misogynistic or
No.
Racist.
vaguely racist.
No.
Okay.
I was just going to say 1 word and 4 numbers. Is that okay?
One word. Okay, let's try to guess what this could be that's bad.
No, it's
Bitcoin
not bad.
69,420.
I was just,
Don't touch those.
I was just going to say Trump 2024.
No.
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Just back off the thing.
Yale started the coronavirus. Yale started the coronavirus.
Yale started the coronavirus?
Yeah, what are you guys doing Jan 6? You want to hang?
I
I
can't.
got
Were you
some stuff
sick?
going on.
I'm busy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm busy
You know what I'm
too.
talking about? I got some stuff going on.
All right, let's tap him back out.
We're tapping you out.
Yeah, we're tapping you back
Look,
out.
we'd love to have you back on, and maybe we could talk about some of these things at some point. It sounds like you're an interesting guy. You got a lot
Yeah,
of
definitely
stuff
interesting.
going on.
Yeah.
Also, his opinions are obviously not ours whatsoever.
No.
This is-
I barely believe this stuff. Stanford wrote most of it. I'm a proxy.
Okay. You know, so Rivian IPO'd yesterday while the market was looking a little shaky.
Right, but they still fucking killed it.
They did. And there was Jim Cramer speculated that it was money coming out of other names, other speculative names, and going into Rivian.
Jim Cramer?
Yeah, Jim Cramer. I see the sunglasses there. I don't know if I'm ready to tap that guy in yet.
Is he messing with you?
No, not at all. Because before I did, I wanted to talk about how the market is a little. Some people are starting to think that it's looking a little shaky, and one of the telltale signs is looking at stocks, the riskier growth names, and I have some charts pulled up. And for the Spotify listeners, don't worry, you're not missing much. These are just stocks that have gone up like just unrelentingly, but recently had some pretty big pullbacks, sell-offs, like people were selling the stocks. Tesla was one big time. Well, that is in part because of Elon's tweet, but like what else did I have in here? The Trade Desk was a big one. It had a huge rally on earnings, and then the other day it dropped like over 10%.
Did you have like Nvidia too?
Nvidia was one that went up. We can see that here in a sec. AMD, well, there's Nvidia. Nvidia dropped from an all-time high of 320 down to below 290, which is what, over 30 points? That's huge. AMD dropped as well. These are like they're like not speculative, but they're definitely growth stocks where there's a lot of, it's called risk on. It's a risk on environment where people are putting on risk meaning money. Like they're just buying these things at a firm is another one that went from, this is just a 3-month chart, but it went from $70 to 180 over the last 3 months. And then over the last few days, it dropped 40 points. I know, I see him in my peripheral.
It's so hard to look
I know
at what you're saying.
It really, I know, I understand. But like, so when you're near a kind of top in the market, you look at some of the evidence for risk now coming off is some of these growth stocks starting to see some selling pressure. Because before, the dips get bought relentlessly. But when you start to see selling coming into these more speculative names, that's when you want to kind of be cautious. And Jim Cramer even said so on his show the other day. Not like he's, Mr. He knows what he's talking about. Because who knows? Nobody knows. But sometimes what he says can hold weight. And he said that, you might want to start thinking about selling some stocks to free up cash when and if the market pulls back, you got some ammunition ready to go buy it. So
You could start playing with that. What?
I want a meal to.
Okay.
I want him.
We're gonna cut.
I don't know how much of this is even gonna make it into the final.
We're gonna be left with
It's nice.
15. It's gonna
there's
be
cut.
15 minutes worth of stuff we could use.
It's nice stuff. It's complimentary stuff.
I think we just have different views about.
About what's nice?
So many things.
I like to keep certain things between 320 and 290. You want to know what?
Don't say like women or something. It was women, wasn't it?
Tesla dropped $199 billion in value this week, which was $140 per share. $199 billion in valuation, which is how much they were worth entirely just a few years ago. So like it's crazy. It's too much. It's chaos because people think that, it was because of Elon Musk. But I will say the uncle rule that I mentioned last week continues to hold true. My uncle top-ticked.
But there's a lot going on here.
No, that's not an innuendo. A top tick is
I listened last episode. I like the uncle rule.
a tick. A tick is, for those who don't know, a tick is, a movement in price. You tick up, tick down, tip to. And if you top tick something, that's the very top tick, and then boom. And he kind of top ticked it. Yeah. Well, so there was a quick lesson in gaps on charts. If we want to pull up the Tesla chart real fast, a gap is just where the price opens at a significantly higher or significantly lower point than the previous day. So like that big gap from a month ago, and Spotify listeners, it's just a chart of Tesla going up. And like a month ago, there was this
Can you
big...
explain how that gap happens?
There's just a surge of buying, and there's so much buying that people don't even want to wait till the market opens, because you can you can trade stocks before and after regular hours.
Right.
The before hours are 4 a.m., technically the entire market hours are 4 a.m. Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern, with the actual the normal trading hours 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, people were bidding up Tesla before the market even opened, to the point where when it did actually open, the price was significantly higher. But that creates what's called a gap. It's a gap in the chart. Like there's a space. And a lot of chartists, people who purely believe in this stuff, think that eventually... Am I boring you? Look at you.
No,
You're over there
I keep getting nervous about him.
You keep getting nervous about William here?
Yeah.
The long and short of it is the gap might fill. So
I got some gap.
No.
I did that. I accidentally did that. That's my
Elon Musk,
fault.
more like Emil Must.
Fill your gap.
Show me.
Don't.
Show me it. Show me that big old honky tonk you got down there.
So,
I want to give it
no,
a little.
we don't know.
Step.
And
Pick her
part-
out on a deal.
Part of the...
Take her out to Palo
Okay,
Alto.
tap out. Tap
Come on,
out.
with me. Have a nice weekend in Palo Alto. Whatever happens, happens.
He loves you. He loves you.
Take your glasses off. Let me see what you look like.
Me here.
Stanford didn't send you here?
This is a solo mission.
Really?
I saw you guys talking smack, and I fell in love. With
Do you go to Stanford?
Yeah, I've been going there for 14 years.
All right. It's just, I've never heard someone call it Stanford.
You want to hear some Stanford secrets?
Can we finish this? And then
Every Tuesday, the rugby team beats the shit out of me. Let me pull up my list.
No. Can we finish this?
Yeah, we're gonna
The Rodin Sculpture Garden is said to have 20 statues in it, and it does, because that's where they beat the shit out of me.
Okay, can we get back? That was.
I'm sorry
we've
about
gotta
that
unpack
traumatic
all that.
experience. That sounds like a lot.
14 years.
They've been
Yeah.
beating the shit out of you.
I wonder why.
Not me.
And after all this time, you never thought, hey, maybe I reflect a little bit and try to understand why I'm getting my ass kicked like this.
Not to victim blame her.
Yeah, I don't want to victim blame it.
Stanford guys, we don't really have thoughts inside of our heads or anything like that. It's mostly just existing and dad's money.
I'm starting to empathize with the rugby team a little bit, I think.
You'd be perfect fit. You'd be a perfect fit.
So
Okay, we'll unpack all that.
yeah, we'll get to that.
I want you to unpack something else.
No, just back
We're gonna
off.
tap him out again. Elon, it's sleep.
Get your fucking hands off.
My dad's a lawyer.
He's not. He invented private prison.
Oh, that's right. Well,
So I'll
a lawyer
lock you
could
up in
invent-
one. The private prison system is basically the hospitality industry, but just a little bit less hospitable.
Is that your guys' tagline?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, does life give you too many choices? Come into a private prison.
You're encouraging people to get locked up?
Yeah, it's like hungry hippos. I gotta gobble as many people up as I can, and also banging a big old booty hippo to get it going.
All right. Back up.
Okay, take a break.
Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene's the girl of my dreams.
All right, so I don't even know where we are anymore.
We're
Okay, yes, there's a lot
Elon-
going on. And also, me and Ben said after the last episode, we're not. No matter what happens, we're not going to talk about Elon Musk. But
Yeah,
this guy's killing us.
We can't not.
He's killing us.
He tweeted last week. Should I sell
I'm sure
10%
everyone's
of my
seen
whole?
it.
Much is made lately. This is his tweet. Much is made lately of unrealized gains being a means of tax avoidance. So I propose selling 10% of my Tesla stock. Do you support this? And 57.9% of Twitter users voted yes. And he replied to that saying that he would follow the results. He would adhere to the results of that poll, no matter what the result was, which is just such a joke because everybody then comes to find out that he's going to owe taxes anyway on the stock options that he received from like August 2012.
Right.
He's awarded stock, and the way stock options work in this regard is kind of similar to the way that the ones you and I can trade is as part of his compensation package, he's given the opportunity to buy Tesla stock at a significantly lower price, in this case like $6. Millions of
I
shares.
think it was like $6.24 or something like that.
Split
And they're now
it's got to be split adjusted. And now he can sell
at
them
like
for
$1,200.
yeah,
or
$1,200
whatever it
a
is.
share. But the form, it's called a Form 4 when you sell your stock. You got to file it, and it came out this week that he's already dumped over a million shares. Something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But those are going to expire in August of next year. And
Right. So if he doesn't exercise them, if he doesn't buy the stock and then sell it, they expire. So
Right.
he has to. I mean, he doesn't have to.
But if he wants to make, because if he was to sell them all, he'd make what, $28 billion or
Something
something
like
like
that,
that. And the way it gets taxed as income, I guess, because of the
Ordinary income.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got to pay upwards of 40% federally, and then 13%
so
for
it's
California.
like 54%.
Yeah. Poor
And
guy.
But he's looking at a $15 billion tax bill.
Yeah. So he's got to sell some stock. But it was just funny that poll came out right when his brother Kimball, like, kind of top-ticked Tesla as well, sold $100 million worth of his own stock. These Musk boys, man.
Did you ever see the story about him during the pandemic? Because you know how he owns those restaurants?
Kimball?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he owns restaurants.
Huh. How
And
about
they have this. I'm going to get it wrong. I wish I
who cares?
had
Get
the
it wrong.
video. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't
I
matter.
really wish I could drink my water, by the way, but I can't because there's chewed up pieces of Cliff Bar in it from William over here. Go on, Emil. Let Emil finish his thought.
But so Kimball owns these restaurants, and basically he does a thing where we're all family, and they started this like fund called like the Family Fund, I think. And you could basically put in a little bit of your paycheck every month. And they're saying like if you're
a worker at the restaurant?
and if you end up on hard times, you can access the fund.
Huh.
And then during the pandemic, I guess they fired everyone, and everyone was like, well, can we at least access the fund? They were like, no, you guys aren't employees anymore, and the fund's for employees.
Get the hell out of here.
I'll have to find it.
That's like
I'm
that's
never
like
Steven put that out because
Elon Musk's. Yeah, we got an article here.
Oh, perfect.
Elon Musk's billionaire brother told his workers they were family until COVID-19 hit. Kimball Musk's next-door restaurant chain cut off access to an emergency fund right before putting about 100 employees out of work. And he looks, by the way, like if Elon Musk gave himself plastic surgery to look more like Elon Musk. Right?
He does.
Or he looks like a face app filter done on Elon Musk. And he wears cowboy hats. He loves.
But the craziest thing is you hear all
psycho.
these, like, you hear so many of these stories about these restaurants closing, and like, a lot of restaurants are small businesses. This dude's a fucking billionaire.
Yeah.
Couldn't help out his employees.
Yeah, Nextdoor employees on March 16th were told that it would temporarily shut down operations for 2 weeks. Managers would have to take pay cuts. What happens next was pretty shady, said Reggie Moore, the former head chef at Indianapolis Next Door. What a dumb name for a restaurant.
Yeah.
Next Door. I don't like
We don't have to read the whole thing. It's an interesting
Yeah.
story talking about
Yeah.
this Kimball creep.
So, speaking of a lot of money,
Tool jewels.
Michael Burry, the
I want to bury my face in Emil's butt.
It's actually getting kind of sweet now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if you turned up the charm and brought it down to PG-13 or something. I wouldn't mind.
Can we lower it?
Yeah. Is there a knob on the back there?
No, I don't know. I'll try.
Yeah.
I could for sure
Yeah,
try.
try. Sit and think about it.
No, I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Let's be good guys.
We're going to talk about Michael Burry.
All right,
Do you know who Michael Burry
Burry.
is? Don't make a joke.
Michael Burry is what I did when I killed that freshman kid.
No,
'cause he saw I burned him. That's not bad. He just saw me doing something, and then, well, 2 for 1, 6 feet under.
All right, we're gonna have.
How's that for some numbers? How's that for some numbers?
All right, we're gonna have to move on because he's not.
Michael
he's not
Burry
living up
is
to
who
the promise.
Christian Bale played famously in The Big Short. He's the guy. He's one of the guys who saw the housing market bubble and shorted it. But I mean, it took him like 3 years to be right, and until he was down like 40% at one point. But he has been a very outspoken critic of Tesla and just the whole market in general. And after what's his name, Elon Musk tweeted this crap, Michael Burry took to Twitter himself. He made his new background on Twitter
Michael Burry did?
Yeah.
How would you know? You're not even allowed to look at it.
Well, yeah, he has me blocked. He blocked me on Twitter because I made fun of him. Because while the market was just making all-time highs, he was tweeting like, everybody's actually wrong and I'm right. And I tweeted him and I was like, so when are you just going to say like, hey, I'm actually wrong? And then the next thing, something like that. I was just being,
Everyone's so loose with the block button now.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. Have you heard,
me instead. Come
have
on.
you heard that new? It's like a water company that's like
Free?
no. It's black and it's called Blackwater. And
Khloe Kardashian's thing, right?
I don't even know, but
The water itself is like dyed black?
yeah, but it's called Blackwater, which is like the famous private
The
military
mercenary
company that
yeah.
slaughtered people in Iraq.
What does that have to do with Twitter?
Well, so I retweeted one of their tweets about Blackwater, and I said something stupid like, "Why did this company name their water after the private mercenary company that slaughtered Iraqis?" And they blocked me.
Some people don't like it when you speak truth to them.
It was just a dumb joke.
Like, I tweeted at AOC, and
No.
all I said was I would go down on you for 4 to 5 hours. And then
She
I got
blocked you?
I got kicked off Twitter.
I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah.
well, I think you'll be thriving on truth soon.
What's that?
Don't. We're not going to go
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
We don't know what truth is. It's something. I don't know. But Michael Burry changed his background on Twitter to the famous Dutch tulip chart because, like, there was
right.
that, the tulip bulb mania back in the 1700s.
They basically
or whatever.
became like currency.
Yeah, and it's like it's the go-to model of what perma bears, who are people who are permanently bearish, who think everything is a bubble all the time, refer to when they point out bubbles and hysteria. They refer to the tulip mania, where everybody was like buying tulip bulbs. You can't compare anything to the 1700s, but either way, Michael
One time
Burry,
I went to a bad art show in Brooklyn, and a girl had taken a bunch of dollars and painted tulips onto them.
wow, that's so artsy. That's so deep.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Michael Burry thinks that Tesla is grossly overvalued, and I don't disagree with him. And he is currently short, I believe, as of like June, his public filings that are available for anyone to view. He's short Tesla via put options, and he's short put options in Cathie Wood's ETFs. Cathie Wood's, we've talked briefly about who
The
Cathie
ARC
Wood.
lady.
Yeah, Cathie Wood is a fund manager who has been around a long time, but she only rose to fame and prominence over the last few years partly because she's been a really big, outspoken Tesla bull. She's like, when it was a $200 billion company, she was saying, oh, this is like a $3 trillion company, actually. And she would go on like TV and say, Tesla should be worth $7,000 a share. Just crazy stuff that makes people pissed off and go, what the hell are you talking about, lady?
Right.
But she would say like, oh, if they do everything right in like the battery tech, if they do everything right in robo-taxis and all that stuff, driving, you are just, checked out.
It
I
feels
look
like
over
there's
at you
like
and you're just looking down like this. Like
I've got a big short. Period.
Kathy,
Not huge, but it's
oh, okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure. It was a dick joke.
Kathy in February of last year really took it to the next level because she had maxed out the funds. I think the fund was only, I don't know, for whatever reason, the fund was only able to buy 10% worth of their money in Tesla stock, and she thought that it was about to absolutely rally. So she bought options, call options of her own money, and made 6,000% on it. I think she made like $400 million.
Just recently?
In like February of last year, when Tesla had its first huge short squeeze. Fun fact.
Could you give me
No.
a short squeeze?
So, fun fact. Do you know why her fund is called ARK? A-R-K?
Because she's Noah, and she's going to be saving us
Kinda.
all.
She's very religious, which was something that I didn't know. And the reason that the fund is called ARK is because it's, you know, a nod, a wink and a nod to Noah's Ark. But she's got multiple funds. There's ARKK, which is the one that Michael Burry is short because it's like their flagship fund that holds a ton of Tesla and holds a ton of, you know, Roku and all sorts of more speculative growth stocks. There's like ARK-Q, there's ARK-F, there's all sorts of different ones. But
This is my impression of Scooby-Doo seeing Emil's penis. Wow, cool. And that one was just off the dome, too.
You didn't have that one?
No, Stanford didn't feed me that one. Although I do have a little earpiece in that they've been telling me stuff to say. Go ahead,
Are we
continue.
gonna get sued by Stanford for
No.
Williams' behavior?
and if they do, bring it on.
They brought me here. They told me to come here. I know the story keeps changing. Hold on tight. It's almost done.
I want to say one last thing about Michael Burry because he and his cohorts and his followers and people who really think that he's God, basically, and can do no wrong and is actually right as the market keeps going up. They believe that there's an impending bear market, and a bear market is when stocks go down, and they call it a bear market because bears swipe with their paw down, and bull markets go up because a bull bucks up with his horns, just as a fun little.
I'm just going to say, after that anecdote, I'm getting some hyperinflation.
So what is the deal? You're horny. You're problematic. You're
Maybe drunk?
maybe drunk. So I just want to say this about bear markets. I really don't know if we will ever see one again. And here's why. We had the most bearish situation you could possibly dream up last year. You had a worldwide pandemic. You had like everything literally shutting down.
Oh, but this was like artificial. We propped it up.
Well, and the market did tank, but how long did that last? It lasted like maybe a month tops. And then within 6 months, we were already right back to all-time highs and then some. And now everybody's so
Yeah, but
much
isn't
more
that because
involved.
The Federal Reserve turned on
It
the
is,
machine?
but-
Brrr.
Yes, it is. It's due to a lot of things, which is part of why we're with the inflation now, because of all this demand that has been pent up, and now everybody's got they still have stimulus money and stuff. Sorry, William just showed us something on
It's
his.
just a regular chart thing for
He's showing us naughty things on his phone to try to
No,
get
but
us
it was, I thought it had to do with the...
So I actually don't know if there's going to be more bear markets going forward. It feels like it's like kind of like Bitcoin. As soon as it dips, everybody's in there getting ready to buy, and boom, it just gets bought right back up. So my thought is that, my just uneducated thought is that bear markets will be very, very, very short-lived. They'll be more like blips. They'll just be boom, quick dip, everybody get back in, and then it's right on the way back up.
I'm sure we can look back in history, and there are probably a lot of people saying the stuff you're
That's
saying
probably
right
true.
before a huge
Because
crash.
once, if and when things do start to really unwind and people start to sell, and that begets more selling, and then you really start to get panic and capitulation, who knows? I would rejoice that, because then it gives us the chance to participate and get in and buy, and that's what we want. We're almost out of time.
You would rejoice if
if things went down. Yeah.
it would let
Yeah, it would give us the
smaller-
chance to participate again and get in at lower
Right.
prices. And that's when you want to buy. You want to buy when there's fear, which is really, really hard to do. But everything eventually goes back. I mean, look at, like I said, the pandemic. It's like the worst situation possible, and yet we came out of it. What can be worse than that?
I got some ideas.
I'm sure you do. Let's do the quickies,
I got
bro.
some
We got a new little segment here called quickies. I don't know if that's going to be a recurring
Yeah.
thing.
Also, I don't think we should say quickies in front of William.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, hyperinflation, baby.
We just wanted to cover some of the other news items from this week. Roblox reported earnings and the stock took off, and I'm pissed off because I almost bought call options on it. The 80 strike. And what does that mean, Emil? The 80 strike? Think of the strike as a target. I want...
You need to hit 80 before you can start
The
making
strike
money.
price is your target price. So I want it to hit $80, and they were going for $3. And then it shot up to like 110 after earnings.
Roblox. This is my impression of Scooby-Doo after Ben slides into his DMs. Roblox.
Okay, that's a good
That
one.
was actually...
That was very good.
Like, keep doing that kind of...
Yeah, doing that kind of thing. I wish I wish you had been doing this the entire time.
I get it now. I see where you want to
You
go.
see where we like it?
I'll try.
GE, General Electric, is breaking up into 3 different companies.
Wait. The Roblox thing, though, is that...
Oh, you want to go back?
Are they rocketing it all because they're like kind of...
Metaverse-y?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got Metaverse. There's a Metaverse ETF. So if you're, and this isn't an endorsement or anything, but if you are wanting to invest in like the Metaverse, there is an ETF for that. So it takes all the
They've
guesswork
got like
out.
this whole
It's this ticker symbol of Meta.
infrastructure all set up, and they've got all these like
You got
independent
Metaverse,
developers
you got
like
Unity.
making their own worlds in there. It's crazy.
Dorks.
Have you ever played it, Roblox?
Roblox? No.
I
It
played
looks like
one time
Minecraft,
with
right?
like a family friend's kid, and it was like I quit because he just kept yelling at me for doing it wrong, and I was like, it was just so frustrating.
Yeah. Well,
It's
kids,
it's a confusing game.
kids suck. Kids are very rude these days.
No, they're nice. We like
I don't know about that. GE's breaking up into 3 companies: healthcare, energy, and aviation. Did you know that GE was once the most valuable company in the world in the early 2000s?
yeah, I knew it.
I did not know that.
In the early 2000s, I had my finger on the pulse.
So like,
I had my finger in some things in the
No.
early 2000s.
We thought you found it. We thought
yeah, we thought you found the equilibrium.
Sorry, but it was before I was having sex, and I was just ving. Stop it!
Don't do that.
Get your fucking hands off of me!
So they're breaking up into 3 companies. It's actually a pretty smart move, and it's going to take place over the next few years, and it remains to be seen how it's going to shake out with like how they're going to do it. If you're a shareholder, you get, this much of each one, but it's funny because GE makes everything. They make MRI machines, they make light bulbs, they make jet engines. How do you value a company like that? It's really hard. So breaking them up into these main things that they do makes
Make
it
them more
easier.
valuable.
Yeah, it could make them more valuable in the long run, broken up. CPI numbers came out. That's the consumer price index. That's basically inflation. And it's up big, baby. 6.2% year over year. That's huge.
Yeah, which is important because a lot of the headlines are saying it's up 6.2% in October.
Mhm.
And so it makes it seem like in October we jumped 6.2%. That was a year.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
a huge,
Since
that's
last
like the
October.
highest. I
It
think
is.
it was the highest inflation numbers ever.
It is, but they're pushing the panic button a little bit.
Kinda. I mean, because the Fed might raise rates that you think is a bad idea,
Yeah.
which is really interesting to me. I don't know why. You were kind of telling me on the car ride over here why you think it's a bad idea.
I'm just curious how it's going to shake out because I think a lot of people agree that this is a supply chain issue, right?
Yeah.
We're coming out of like
But-
massive shocks of the pandemic.
And why is it a supply chain issue? Because of demand, right?
Well, yeah, but why is there so much demand? Because of there's breakdown in all these things. People want to buy cars. The price is way up because of, one breakdown in the supply chain of like there's chips. Now everything is slowed down. And yeah, this might last like another 18 months. So I don't know what the answer is, but I don't know if raising rates, slowing.
Well, so for those who don't know, raising interest rates is a tool that the Fed has to kind of slow down the economy if it's overheating like this, where inflation is getting out of hand and demand is getting too high that outdoes supply. That's why prices go up. one thing that they can do is raise rates. It makes it harder to borrow. It makes it more costly to borrow, and therefore people, cut back on their spending. It makes stock prices kind of ease off, cool off a bit.
Right, and that
it
can have an effect on industry. And so I don't know if that's going to be a big solve to some of these problems. Like, so when you're talking about these supply chain shocks, right, there's like a massive shortage of truckers. Is raising rates going to help with that kind of stuff and all these other supply chain issues?
I think you make a good point, but I think rather that doing that and tapping the brakes on it at least gives us a chance to catch up. Because like I read today that there's a record number of ships off the coast of California. There's like 111 ships out there just waiting to get unloaded.
Right.
And that's because
we
there's
don't have
so
enough
much demand.
truckers to take them away.
Right. But like,
I don't think anyone knows the answer. I don't think we do either. I think seeing the panicky headlines makes me worried.
What pisses me off is how the Fed kind of lied about the whole thing from the start. When they dropped interest rates low over a year ago, which was the right response because it helped, stem the bleeding in the market and in the economy. But you're being a good boy, William. We appreciate it. We're almost done. When the Fed did that, people started to already sound the alarm about, okay, this might actually cause some inflation. And the Fed at first said it's not going to do anything. It's not going to cause inflation. And if it does, it'll be very minor and it'll be transitory. That's the word that Jerome Powell used, the Fed chair.
Right. Well, because it's like transitory
meaning
it's
temporary.
Inflation.
It'll come up, but then it'll go down. The Fed said at first there's going to be no inflation. Then they said there's going to be very little. Then they said if there is going to be some, it's going to be temporary. And then when inflation started to really pick up, they said, don't worry, it's just transitory. It's transitory. They kept saying that over and over. And then as it persisted and kept rising, they said, actually, a little bit of inflation is good, and we like this. And then as it got even higher, they're still saying, like, no, inflation is actually good now. And it also is still very permanent or temporary. Well, we're just about out of time. William, do you have any last words?
I just want to say a Stanford man is three things. He's bisexual.
Okay.
Every Stanford man is
He's 5'9" maximum.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's just a bunch of little kind of short guys running around sucking each other off in Palo Alto. And number three, he's a good judge of character. And I just want to say, for a couple non-vertebrate worms, you guys showed a lot of backbone inviting me here today. And I appreciate the time we spent together. And I say, the rocky world of podcasting, all boats rise with the tide. So I think if we work together and we look at this as we're just spreading information. You guys are talking to like and I'm talking to the smarter kids.
We're going to bleep that or cut it.
And
we're going to bleep just that.
But okay,
bleep
I just also wanted to say, I know I was picking on you this whole time, Ben, but I would suck you off like a sock in a washing machine. Thank you for having me. I gotta go.
Oh,
Dad, yeah. You're here? Well, yeah, no, I'm just coming out now.
I really thought that there was going to be a rug pull and he was going to say, like, just kidding and slap me in the face or something.
That was the most stressful.
That was chaos.
I don't know if we can use any of it.
Well, we have this might be the first episode where we use the bleep feature.
Right. We're no angels, but
that was
William's got quite the mouth on him.
He's got a potty mouth.
I don't know if
toilet mouth.
I don't know if I believe that he went to Stanford. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah. He might just be some guy who followed us here.
I'm a little nervous. He might kill us in the parking lot after this.
Certainly possible. Well, we're in this together, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we can fight him off. He did say he's only 5'9". Maybe we can hold him off. We've both got the reach on him.
Yeah, we certainly do.
But I might imagine he's a bit scrappier than us.
Yeah. Oh, yes. He's got nothing to lose. Actually, he has a lot to lose, but he's got that Stanford something.
Oh, bud.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
We promise a more professional episode next week.
Yeah.
We're sorry to all of our viewers and listeners.
If you've made it this far, please
like,
subscribe, follow us on TikTok. The whole
comment.
shebang.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
Yeah. Break your computer.
On a serious note, there might be some announcements coming down the pike, so make sure you follow us because, we're a new podcast. We might have some fun announcements and stuff. So we want to keep everyone informed. Follow us at Trillionaire Pod. I think it's on all platforms. It's just Trillionaire Pod.
Yes, it is.
Um,
Okay.
all
Thanks a
right.
lot.